I was into chakras as a kid, and I was always researching the works of the spiritual leaders, the Dalai Lama, the Jesus, the Buddha, John Lennon. And when I got that shoot, it was kind of like their enlightenment had been channeled into my career in one moment, And like what I really learned is that there's the one path, and the path isn't necessarily who you are, but it's who you can be.
You were into chakras as a kid?
Oh yeah, big time. You seem surprised.
I always pictured you as more of a skater dude.
No. I was not like one of those rambunctious guys, I was more into figuring out why plaster on the wall dries while water remains wet. You know what I mean? Like, what is the chemical makeup of this world?
Like a scientist.
Oh yeah. Science is actually the perfect word. I think modeling in a way is its own science, It's like your body is working to find the inflection point in which you reflect the angle of the universe.
Perfect, Hansel. You got it. Perfect.
We got it. Can we get rid of the green screen? It makes it seem a little artificial. I'd rather be like a generous moment between two people where we're being real, and the world puts its own thoughts into it, and we're trying to find out what is the truth. You want me to do like worker bee, like a little bit of the common man?
Great, Hansel. Excellent.
Yeah, we got it.
You recently commented on a trip to Barbados and called it the most eye-opening yet tragic experience of your life, but you later credited it for your recent breakout into modeling.
Yeah, that's an interesting story. There was a grocery joint across the street from my apartment on Upper East, and there was this guy who worked the cashier shift there. I think his name was like Hankers or something, but I always called him Iceberg. I figured that matched him, his energy. He was a bit frozen up, a little bit of a shy guy, and always seemed a little down. So one day I came up to him, trying to break him out, say like, let's go up to the old apartment and party with my model friends. But he was all up in his head saying like, no, I've got to pay for my family, got to keep working this grind. And I was like, Berg, don't worry about it. I'll slip you a little 10K under the table for the night. It's all good, dude.
How generous. Did you end up giving it to him?
No. What happened was he came up with us and we were all dancing, having a blast, but Berg was still frozen up. So me and my friend slipped him some X, which was totally legal, by the way, because we got it from France where it's like legal and shit. And he started bugging out. Not uncommon your first time on X. So I was like, fuck it. I got a Thai friend with a French pilot license. Let's groove, baby. I got my uncle's plane and we took that trip to the Barbados. And sadly, I think in that moment where Iceberg started to realize the beauty of life, he had like a moment of spiritual shock and actually suffered from cardiac arrest.
He died?
I wouldn't say he died. I mean, I guess in terms of like his life, you could say he died, but it was more like he released himself from the mortal coil.
What about the family?
Yeah, that was really hard for me. I tried to groove with them at the funeral, but they didn't really talk to me much, so I figured maybe they didn't want to be reminded of Berg's epic life and mourn him in that way, hear my crazy stories with him, so I sent them $1,000 Dolce & Gabbana condolences gift card, and I think that really helped lift them up in that tough time. Great.
There's a lot of tragedy, crisis, and famine in the world today.
Yeah. Well, you guys know that I'm like against all that stuff.
What's your message to those who are suffering?
I couldn't put it into words. But you know what I can offer is this interpretive dance piece that me and Hud cooked up with Vanity Fair. I think people are really gonna love it. It's gonna teach them a lot.
Can you show us?
Oh yeah. You guys want to see something really cool? Make peace. Make peace!